Honestly, I wasn't sure what to do. However, knowing that she's in the guild's hands sets me at ease. I leave her to you. Thanks. Are we sure she didn't, just lose her parents trying to play hide and seek with them too? Oh, that girl is... There you are. It was fun playing hide and seek with you, Miss Maid. I'm gonna go back to the guild. I'm gonna wait for my papa and mama to pick me up there. Oh, is that so? If you ever want to play hide and seek again, come by again. I'll ask Raymond and spend as much time with you as you want. Really? Thank you, miss. Wow. The maid was so mad at her before. And all of a sudden... What? Do you truly delight in torturing me, you bandit? What in the name of... Why is this child staring at me in such a manner? Hey, Miss Estelle? Why does this odd man have such a funny hairstyle? Odd man? Funny hairstyle? Oh, calm down, she's just a kid. By the way, Ren, it's not just his hair that's funny. His clothes and manners are too. Oh, okay. What kind of lesson is that? Get out of my room and take the brat with you. Alright, cool. That was funny. Does everybody have new dialogue now? All right. Maybe we'll get back to the guild and Ren's parents will be there, waiting for her, submitting a request for their lost daughter, you know? Oh, jeez. Wait. Oh, good. Ah, yes, you're... Oh, it's the butler. Huh? Oh my, Philip. How have you been? Your concern does me too much credit, Your Highness. I hope you and Miss Estelle are well. Have you been to the villa recently? We have, actually. You were, busy in the capital, I take it. Yes, I was making some purchases on the orders of His Highness the Duke. Did you perchance encounter His Highness while you were at the villa? We encountered him, all right. We wanted to be nice and say hello. It's been some time since the, unpleasantness. From your expressions, I take it he said something thoughtless to you once again. As his retainer, you have my utmost apologies. Oh, you don't need to apologize for him, Philip. I have to admit, I was a little worried when I'd heard he was placed under house arrest. He seems to be taking it well, however. It is kind of you to say so. Now, I fear I must be off, if you'll pardon me, Your Highness. Bye, Philip. Nice talking to you. Guess Philip's job is even harder now. He's been taking care of Dunnan since Dunnan was young, right? He's been Dunnan's retainer for the past 20 years, from what grandmother tells me. I believe he was a member of the Royal Guard before then. Wait, really? Philip? Wow, guess you really can't judge by looks. Huh. You really shouldn't underestimate him. Even I can tell he's not just any old guy. Huh? What do you mean, Ren? You know, like how he can walk with his eyes closed. I sure couldn't do that. I think they're just narrowed, Ren, not closed. I mean, you noticed how he opens his eyes when surprised, right? Really? I didn't. I wanna see. Maybe I can get a good look if I surprise him next time. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's get back to the guild. We need to talk to Elnan about Ren. That's very important, yes, but the army should be sending their contact soon. You didn't forget, of course. Oh, Estelle. Huh? What's wrong? You said you're gonna show me to this guild place, right? Well, my lady, please lend me your hand. I, Olivier Lenheim, shall have the honor of escorting you. No, thank you. Good job, Ren. Good job. I'd rather Miss Estelle show me. My disappointments are ceaseless. Sorry, Olivier, no luck. Come on, Ren, I'll show you the Bracer Guild. Yay! A Royal Army bigwig passed by a bit ago. He was wearing a military uniform, but he seemed like a very gentle person. Just like a kindly dad. Is it Cassius? Oops, late again. Just as I thought, Troy was getting sidetracked. Hey, you in the white. Do you mean me? Yeah, you. Aren't you gonna come say hi? Oh, why do I have to say hello to you? Because they want to be friends. Everyone who comes to this town has to come say hi to me. I don't want to. What did you? After all, my papa said a gentleman always introduces himself first. I don't want to be friends with someone who doesn't practice common courtesy. What are you staring at me for? Fine, I'll let you off for today. You can go away. Aw. They just want to be friends, Ren. There's a pretty complex sewer system here in Grancel. A number of passages used for maintenance are scattered about the city, so you could probably go in there. Rumor has it it's full of monsters though, so I can't say I'd recommend it. Right. Apparently, the Royal Army's guarding the city since the signing ceremony for the pact is close. I wonder what Colonel Richard's doing nowadays. I believe the Colonel had some kind of reasoning behind his coup, even now. Probably rotting in a jail cell. My life has been nothing but a parade of misfortune. My stand broke during the birthday celebration. My sales aren't going anywhere. Maybe I should go get exorcised at the Septian Church. Good luck with that. Do they actually perform exorcisms? Oh, this is the Fisherman's Guild. I mean, can we fish now? What are guardians? Well, basically big fish. It's the reason there are so many fans of fishing in Liberal. Ren, did you ever fish with your papa? Oh, Estelle. Fishing's for kids and guys, right? I guess. But I do it. It's pretty fun. Really? Well, maybe I'll try it then. Interesting. Fishermen's Guild members are ranked according to their successes. People who manage to land a guardian are called Master Fishers and get a special card. People like me who are still newbies are just amateur fishers. Incidentally, the headman of the Fishermen's Guild has a rank all his own. It's the Avid Angler. Pretty cool, huh? I bet you think that Grand Cell isn't great for fishing with so few water sources, right? But surprise, there's a great little spot right next door. Do you know Rommel Pond near the Royal Villa? There's a lot of fish in that little spot. Is that the place we were at? And yet, you refuse us each time we try. Apparently, the Royal Army's guarding the city since the signing ceremony for the pact is close. I wonder what Colonel Richard's doing now. Oh, right. We already talked to you. Tom over at the factory is really skilled. I doubt there's anything he can't repair. Good to know. We're back, Elnan. Oh. Hi, Estelle. Is that Sid? Oh, it is Sid. Hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. Why, hello there, Colonel Sid. Ah, so Cassia sent you to help us. That makes sense. You came from Leiston, I'm guessing. That's right. I just arrived here a little while ago on one of our patrol ships. I apologize for the wait. No, it's okay. We actually had a little job of our own to take care of. Huh? Speaking of which, would that young lady be... Oh, right. Yeah, she is. Some stuff went down, so we had to bring her along. Hey, Ren. We've got some things we need to talk about with the army. Can you go wait on the second floor? Oh, is this work stuff? Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I guess I don't mind. You're just like Papa. It's always work, work, work. I don't really like that very much. Aw. Ren, right? Do you want to talk for a little while? I want to get to know you. With you? Well, okay, I guess we could. Okay. We'll be on the second floor, Estelle. Tito with a save. Aww. They're gonna be best friends. Phew, saved by the Tita. Well, your report on the situation can wait for now. Let's hear out Colonel Sid first. Sure. Go ahead, Colonel. Thank you, I'm in a hurry myself. So, this is an official request from the Royal Army. There's a series of incidents we'd like you to investigate. Incidents? Why does the way you say that make me shiver a bit? You're aware of the Non-Aggression Pact, yes? I'm afraid threatening letters have been delivered to all parties involved in the signing. Someone's threatening the treaty. That's not good at all. What did the letters say exactly? Please have a look. To all parties involved in the Non-Aggression Pact, immediately back down from this act of deceit and false compromise. Should you not, a great disaster will be visited upon you. What in the... Well, that isn't very open to interpretation, is it? Is this the entire letter? Yes, that's the entire thing. As you may have noticed, there's no name or any other indication of a sender. Normally, I'd simply dismiss it as a prank, however, something about the situation makes you believe it's more than a bad joke. Yes, it's the volume of letters sent, you see. The first arrived at Leiston Fortress. Copies were then sent to the airship company, Gransell Cathedral, Hotel Roenbaum, and the Liberal News Service. Then, copies arrived at both the Erebonian and Calvard embassies, the Herb Royal Villa, and even Gransell Castle itself. 9 letters in total. Who'd sent that many letters? Yeah, that'd be a lot of work for a prank in poor taste. I can see why the army would start to get concerned. It's strange though, the airship company, the Liberal News, and even the hotel and cathedral. None of these locations have anything to do with the signing, do they? They are not totally unrelated, to be honest. The airship company shall be sending out charter vessels to ferry the Imperial and Republican officials here. They will, of course, be staying at the Roenbaum. Furthermore, the church, or specifically Archbishop Current of the cathedral, has been asked to be an observer at the signing. And the Liberal News has been preparing a special report on the pact and signing for weeks. So they are all connected somehow. So do we have any idea who's behind it? That could be a difficult question to answer. This is an international matter, meaning anyone from Liberal, Erebonian, or Calvard could be responsible. Yes, the Warhawks in either the Empire or the Republic, for starters. It could even be someone from another country entirely who isn't happy to see all 3 countries working together. Of course, there are plenty of suspects in Liberal as well. And we can't forget the obvious answer, the Society. So what will we be investigating, Colonel? Right then, the mission. I would like for you to investigate all the locations that have received the letters and see if anyone has further leads. Minus Leiston and Herb, that is. We'll handle those. The other 7 locations are yours. So, the airship company, Gransell Cathedral, Hotel Roenbaum, the Liberal News, the Erebonian Embassy, the Calvardian Embassy, and Gransell Castle. That will involve a bit of walking. More to the point, uniformed soldiers asking around would attract a great deal of unwanted attention. Now that you lack in intelligence division, it makes sense to ask the guild to help investigate such matters. As embarrassing as the situation is, you're exactly right. Without a functional intelligence division, we're very limited in what we can do. However, the new general plan from the top brass is to have the guild help us with as many tasks as possible. This is simply one case of that. Oh really? Thanks a heap, Dad. Now, take it as a sign of Cassius's faith in us. I must admit, it was my request to ask for you, however. I've been placed in charge of the defense of the capital region until the signing ceremony. I would like as much information as I can possibly obtain in order to prepare a proper defense. Can I ask you to take this job? Oh, well, I do want to help. But we're really kinda hip-deep in another case at this point. That girl, right. Let us hear your report on that situation now. Estelle explained. The situation with Ren being abandoned at Herb Royal Villa. I see. Yes, an abandoned child is a problem you cannot simply ignore. Why would anyone do such a thing? It's kind of freaking me out too. I actually met her parents once, briefly. They seemed like this really thoughtful, loving couple. They adore Ren from what I saw. I have to think something really, really serious happened to them to make them leave her. Possibly. They may have gotten entangled in something and wanted to keep their child out of it. I do see an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, however. Huh? Ren and her parents are foreigners, remember? You'll need to inquire at the hotel and the embassies regardless. Hey, I think I know where you're going with this. And all of those places were threatened. That is rather handy in an unfortunate way. The airship company may have travel records for them as well. I'll put out a general alert to all army posts to watch for her parents as well. Should they pass through any of the gate checkpoints, we should know. Thanks, Colonel. Sounds like you can take the job after all. Colonel, you may leave the investigation itself to us. I presume you'll want the final report in paper and in person, however. Yes, we'd prefer to avoid telephones to avoid any risk of interception. You'll be able to find me at the Royal Villa beginning today, actually. I'm sorry for the extra trouble, but could I ask that you bring the final report there in person? Sure. We'll see you at the villa once we know what's up. I wish you luck then. After seeing Colonel Sid out, Estelle's team decided to split up to investigate. Estelle, Zin, Olivier, and Chloe were to head to the Embassies, Grancel Castle, and the Liberal News, while Scheherazade would investigate. Shara is alone! While Scheherazade would investigate the Cathedral, Hotel, and Airship Company on her own. Okay, we'll be heading out. Tita, Ren, sorry to leave you two behind. Oh, it's okay. We're going out shopping. What? Sorry, Estelle. Ren really wants to visit the department store. Why, that's not how I remember things, Tita. As I recall, you were the one who said she wanted to look at all the stuffed animals. Aw, Ren. Well, I know you're bored, Ren, but since I'm not sure when we'll find out something about your parents, I'd like for you to wait here. Aw, Tita. Tita makes a sad face. Oh, come on, that's so not fair. Double doe-eye stares? I don't really see a problem, Estelle. If Tita's with her, it should be safe enough to let them go out shopping and around the city. I guess so. Okay, Tita. Ren, we'll be back by this evening, so you need to be back by then too, okay? And the capital's a really big place, so don't get lost. We will, and we won't. Ren, let's go. After you. See you, everyone. They sure became fast friends. It's really easy to become friends at that age. Man, youth, I feel all old now. Although, Tita and Ren together. Why does that combination send a chill of doom down my spine? Oh, I think they'll be fine. Tita's kind of easy to push around though. I get the feeling Ren might try to drag her into all kinds of stuff. That might be a good point. Ah, yes, Elnan. Did you find out the names of Ren's parents? It took a little insistent asking, but she eventually gave them. Her father is a trader from Crossbell. Harold and Sophia Hayworth are their names. Trader from Crossbell, Harold and Sophia Hayworth. Okay, got it written down. As do I. So, let's start asking around about them and these letters. So remember, Estelle's group will visit the Embassies, Grancel Castle, and the Liberal News. Zin, Olivier, we'll be counting on you to aid at the Embassies. Fear not, my brilliant smile can open any door. Well, we'll make sure you see the ambassadors. Your Highness, your help would be invaluable at Grancel Castle. Please introduce Estelle to whoever can best help our investigation. Of course. As for the Liberal News, I believe you yourself have an in for that, Estelle. Yeah, I can bug Niall about it. He kinda owes me at this point. And that leaves the Cathedral, the Airship Company, and the Rowanbaum. Scheherazade, good luck with those. I shouldn't have too much trouble. I'll try to be quick. So, let's go! Time to get questioning then. Where should we start? Don't think it matters too much. If you want to go to Calvardian Embassy, you've got a free pass with me around. I can introduce you to Elsa whenever. I, of course, can get us into the Erebonian Embassy. They should be glad to escort us if I introduce myself at the gate. And of course, I rather doubt it'll be very hard for me to get us into Grancel Castle. It might be wise to simply go straight there and speak with grandmother. I kinda doubt the Liberal News will give us any trouble either, so... let's just pick a direction and go. Isn't that what we always do? But, we're really most looking forward to meeting Mueller again. Reuniting him and Olivier. You know? Let's go to... Let's just go in order. Hey, how goes? Huh? Zin, holy crap! Wasting time in Liberalville again? Something like that. Thought I'd say hello to Elsa, and I have something I need to talk to her about. Is she in? Well, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know, policy. Oh, they're helping me with some guild work. I'm going to introduce them to Elsa. Huh, well, okay. If they're with you, Zin, I guess I can let them in. So, welcome to the Calvardian Embassy. Oh, do keep in mind that the Embassy Hall is Calvard soil. Calvard and Liberal are friends, but still, keep your nose clean, huh? You hear that, Olivier? And again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. Please, come in. Ah, the embassy grounds are extraterritorial, just so you know. You should probably refrain from any suspicious activity. Thank you, we appreciate it. Ooh. Ooh, magnificent. Wow, this is the Calvardian Embassy? I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. And yet, it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even further east have settled in Calvard, you know. They've had an impact on our culture, too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor. Alrighty. Zin? Hey, I'm back. I might end up borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. This is like the complete opposite treatment of Olivier. My, is that hulk of a man over there Zin? I don't even need to see your face to know. Hey, are you seriously going to judge based on my body size? I thought you were a bear when we first met. Oh, Estelle. My. Zin is always going back and forth between Liberal and the Republic. It must be hard on him. Do take care not to push yourself too hard and lose your health. Ooh, there are books here. The Dull Night. Okay, so it's all the Dull Night, just beginning, middle, and end. I think this was the one that Kevin was reading to the Mercia kids. He read that all in one sitting. That is hilarious. Kevin's kind of a pushover, huh? Oh, you all are... Why, if it isn't Zin? Counselor, a pleasure. All together here. Are they your guests? Yes, they're co-workers with the guild. Are you here about the threat letter? It's as you guessed. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any ideas? Threat letters like that aren't exactly rare in the Republic. To be honest, I barely paid it any heed at all. True, there are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yes, they always cause trouble when the issue of immigration comes up. Well, this time at least, I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first? Yes, we'll go do that right now. Pardon us. There's also the possibility the threat letter was just a prank. Sure. Oh, Zin, come to Liberal again. Hey, Yakumo, it seems I'll be here for a while again. You seem pretty busy yourself. Of course we are. After all, we've got a pact signing approaching. Sorry, but I won't have time to bother with you for a while. The prepping for the signing ceremony has got me so busy that I'd accept a cat's help if it offered. Well, knowing that it's all for the sake of my homeland, I'm happy to do it. Nobody in here? This should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Alright, let me introduce you. Yes, come in. Pardon us, Elsa. Why, Zin Vathek. Hello, come in. Last I heard, you'd returned to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Grancel? Well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberal for a while. As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose, you never let up, do you? So, who's this with you? A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants, Olivier Lindheim and Chloe Rins. A pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochran, Calvard's Ambassador to Liberal. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Ah, that letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose. We're well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, of course. You're looking at one, after all. Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth's the truth, then. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonian enough for you to know what I think, Well, yes. Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact? Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else. But it is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no? Precisely. The worst it would do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonian and Calvard have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade. So there is some value in establishing Liberal as a place where we can negotiate. But again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochran, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Erebonia? Well, my gut, of course, tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians, their militaristic Hawk faction specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the RSA? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. Whoa! As to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out, so long as you sign this agreement, and play nice with it and each other at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian Hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Ren's parents. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy, at least. Darn, well thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter? Oh, you know Dad? Of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of Liberal's Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the Embassy have relied on the Guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Estelle Bright. Our embassy owes the Guild greatly for your constant support. Should we have any jobs come up, I would be happy if you would be the one to take them on. She seems fairly pleasant. Compared to when we saw her at the... airship port? Arguing with the other ambassador. Ambassador Cochrane can at times come across a bit too abrasive, and I need to step in to smooth things over after she causes offense. She genuinely does care about her country though, that much I know for sure. As such, I'm more than happy to do anything I can to help her. Good to know, good to know. We totally forgot, nobody's in there. It's all good, it's all good. The Rouen mayoral election was today, wasn't it? The first commoner mayor of Rouen, due to the dismantling of the Dalmore family, huh? Rouen is a cornerstone of sea traffic, and many Republican ships put to port there. I need to check up on it. Good luck with that, have fun. If you have the time, why not read a book here? They say that books are nourishment for the heart, so make sure you find time to read. My recommendation is, yes, it would have to be The Dull Night. It's a very heartwarming story. Okay, cool, sure. Maybe one day. Not today, though. Maybe I'll go out shopping today. It's been a while. Alright, good luck, have fun. Everyone, did you meet with Ambassador Cochrane? Ambassador Cochrane's always been kind of a scary and weird person. Sometimes she refuses to see visitors and just sends them away. Not us. She made an exception for Zin, I'm sure. I'm kinda bored, so maybe I'll go to the Adel department store on my way back. Good luck, have fun. I didn't think it was the off-season for the Grand Arena. Really, this guy doesn't plan enough. A black-haired soldier came out of the embassy just a bit ago. His expression was impassive, but he was so cool. Mueller? Was it Mueller? Mueller doesn't have black hair though, isn't it brown? Oh, Olivier. You continue to play your role well, Bergen. I would like to enter. May we pass? I can't say no to you, but, who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, there shouldn't be a problem with letting you in then. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, so be careful, yeah? We will be. Thank you, we appreciate it. Please, pass through. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Also quite pretty. This is quite the building. Whoa. This place definitely matches the Calvardian embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial, if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Krennic would hit the roof if he heard you say that. Please be Mueller, please. Yes! I have no idea what color that hair is. Black? I guess it is kind of black. My most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? I would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. Aw, we miss him. It is brown. I told you again and again to ensure we're constantly aware of your location, and you... Ah, but 'tis a tactic in the war of love. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered, comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here at the embassy. Yes, sir. We would like to speak to the ambassador. That letter, right. I'd been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it. Technically, yes, but we're trying to investigate it as neutrally as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven, that kind of thing. Ah, a commendable mindset. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Koenig. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone. Wow. Complete opposite of, like, Zin's treatment at the embassy. Really? Thanks, Mueller. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Wait, you really have so little faith in me. We appreciate you getting us in through the door, Olivier, we do. You, thought we had faith in you for this. If you introduced us, he'd probably want to have us kicked out. Even Zin, oh my gosh. Sorry, Olivier. Ah, the sting of being forsaken. The sting of the truth, maybe. Lord Koenig is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait then. Thank you, Mueller. We appreciate it. Ah, we love him so much. Oh, hey, it's been a while, Olivier. Are these your guests? Indeed, one could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmates. All 4 of them. 3. Including Shara, right? Including Shara. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet. I feel to merely call this force love does a disservice to our bond. Is that not so, Estelle? Wait, does that mean you've dumped Mueller? My head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Mueller's suffering. That's hilarious. I wonder who Olivier's really targeting. What do you think? Is Mueller still his one and only, or has he moved on to greater pastures? Why, you need only ask. No, thanks. The 3 soulmates here, he's got Shara, and Mueller as well. So that's 5 soulmates. Is there anything on this? No, it's just a landing. The Erebonians have a landing just to be a landing. Okay. Carnelia series. Oh, is that the one from the first game? First chapter? All the books in this room were published in liberal. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back where you found them once you're done. The closest imperial city to the liberal borders is a place called Parm. I'm actually from there, by the way. It's close to Bose, which makes it convenient to return home for visits. Of course, it's not so convenient to visit the imperial capital from there. There aren't any public scheduled liners in Erebonia, so I have to switch over to the railway system. Hey, Olivier. I heard you went to the hot springs. I'm so envious. I've been working until I'm dead on my feet getting ready for the signing ceremony. Alright, good luck with that. Have fun. So this is the office? Wow. Indeed. Shall we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? Mueller can totally cut you in half, you know. I apologize for the wait. Lord Koenig will see you now. Let's go then. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy, guests. I am Lord Davil Koenig, the duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Zin Vathik, also of the Guild. I'm Chloe Rins, second-year student at the Genus Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers. And I am the servant of love and peace, Olivier Lenheim. Ugh, you. I'd heard you'd gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down, much more and I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside, you're here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. Do you have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? My, you are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact. And no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Yeah, I bet. So you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvard behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition, doing whatever it pleases. This is the perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. Huh, I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can. But even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on President Rocksmith. Details. You think the mob thinks like that? Pah. All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Well, excuse me, Lord Koenig. May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? What? Huh. Flawless repose, Chloe. Who? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. His nickname comes from his personal motto, our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system, as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders through less than diplomatic means. Annex? Wait, you mean he... Olivier, how can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Oh, but Davil, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over the Calvardian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see. What? Why, if we don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? My Lord Koenig, there's no need to keep information related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem. You have a point, Mueller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osborne, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this pact. In fact, I hear he is actually the one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Really? That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there is harmony at home over this pact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, looks that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions. See? It is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. Oh, but one sec. If you don't mind, we have one more question. Ren's parents? Yes, a most pitiable situation, the separation of a child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but... A merchant from Crossbell? I do not recall such a man, no. Are you familiar with this Hayworth Mueller? No, I've never heard of the man either. Really? Aww. This is starting to look kinda grim. Search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parents sounds most trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Lord Kranig. Allow me to show you to the gate then. Come with us, Mueller. The path of the Bracer continues to prove itself a harsh one indeed. Several months ago, I'd received reports concerning the Bracer Guild. Various branches have been attacked in my country, one after the other. Given that you're bracers yourselves, I fear that you may be an easy target for whoever is responsible. I wish you and your fellow bracers well. Do not lose hope. I imagine you must be having a difficult time trying to find the culprit. Though I suppose if there were some clue, any clue at all, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now. Still, don't hesitate to let us know if we can be of assistance. Alright, cool, thank you, we appreciate it. Chancellor Osborne is a former man of the military turned politician. I believe he reached his position, 10 years ago? I remember he elevated through the political world very quickly. Was he the one who, decided to declare war on Liberal? Who tried to invade Liberal? Oh, Mueller is with us, yes! Stay with us, Mueller, forever. The Liberal Kingdom is what we would call a buffer state. Buffer states are what we call countries sandwiched between larger nations, forming a barrier that prevents conflict. It's imperative that said buffer ensures a balance of power between those nations, if it wants to stay independent, anyway. Perhaps this non-aggression pact also exists to uphold the balance of power. Queen Alicia's diplomatic efforts using her orbital technology are masterful. If anything should happen to her... Uh-oh. So... is it just... ruining the ceremony? Is it an assassination attempt on Queen Alicia? How could this be? This book is banned in Erebonia. Who put this on the shelf? Honestly, Olivier. Probably. Mueller seems to think so too. Crap. If Ambassador Kranig knew, I'd get an earful. Ah, I know, you there, take this book. Thank you. If you haven't read it yet, I'd highly recommend this amazing book called Carnelia. I don't know who the author is, but I'd guess they're probably from the Empire. They describe the capital in such vivid detail, there's no way they couldn't have done so without living there. But you said all the books here were written in Liberal, or published in Liberal. No? Why would they come to Liberal to publish their book if they're from the Empire? Olivier, please don't tease the ambassador too much. The Chancellor's been giving him enough stress. The poor man's hair has grown thinner as of late. Aww. No, don't leave us, Mueller. Thanks, Mueller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. No, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Indeed. I do hope we can solve this. Huh? Olivier, you're awfully quiet. It's nothing. I was simply lost in reverie for a moment. It doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. Okay. Olivier, you'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're in Grinsell, yes? Where else? I would not miss the chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed, as always. What? Oh my. Poor Mueller. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas. And images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spear you upon the embassy flagpole. Ah, so that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Koenig. That would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. So that's how you keep Olivier under control. Maybe I should write this down. I'd say they match each other perfectly myself, right? That's a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thanks again, Mueller. Thank you. We're gonna miss you. And he's gone. With the embassies out of the way, all that's left is the liberal news. Hopefully Niall or someone will be able to help us. Hopefully. Shall we be off?